Hey guys, it's Otti again. I'm sitting here at the Kulttempel in Oberhausen. Besides me is the band, then comes Silence. Hi, first of all.
Hello.
At least two of three members.
Yeah.
Jonas is busy at the moment.
Yeah.
But you were here and you arrived and you had a long travel to come here. So maybe can you tell first of all, what has been your traveling part from yesterday to
we played in Prague last night. It was fantastic, great crowd. So we had to get up really early this morning to make it in time for the sound check and the get-in. So it's been a very busy day on the Autobahn, like that.
So we got up at 6 in the morning, started traveling 7 in the morning, and we haven't stopped until now.
Yeah.
Because we to finish the sound check and all that. The stress that we were speaking about, so...
Yeah. That's how it is on tour, you know, it's very little sleep, because a little rest, because it's always late nights. Not just because people think it's a party every day, not every day, but often. And then it's always up early next morning, because at least 5, 6, 7 hours drive. So yeah, that's how it is.
That's why bands want to have some nighttime, so they can party and someone else is driving and you can sleep.
We have Chris. He's our tour manager now. So he is our tour manager in the US. So we brought him to Europe. And
I met him, yes.
He's the best driver and he's taking care of merchandise.
And almost everything. He takes care of everything.
Yeah, he's the best. Yeah, we can't live without him.
And maybe can you tell me how was the tour so far? We've done several shows.
Here in the EU, fantastic, great crowd. First time in Budapest, that was fun. Prague is a great town. We played there before. Munich was fun. We haven't played that much in Munich, but it was good. Belgium is always fun. Belgium is we have a little special bond with Belgium. I can't really explain, but it feels like family and it feels like our second home. And Berlin, Hanover was fantastic.
Good. Yeah. And now here Oberhausen Kulttempel, you've been playing here before. It's also
we love Kulttempel. It's great staff and fantastic venue.
Yeah.
Great. And tonight or today is a Kulttempel festival, so it's a little bit different to the other shows. Probably it's playing with 4 bands. Did you have some support on the tour?
No, only us. We had local
bands,
but no, it's this time it's only Then Comes Silence in the van.
But I think you know most of the bands so far. At least probably.
Yeah. I like them all. We listened to them. Very, very good.
And we don't do so long today because we have been traveling a long time. We want to get a little bit rest before get on stage. But I have to ask something I've never asked you before. And this, how did you both get into the dark scene? How did you connect to this scene?
You mean the band members?
The band members.
I can only speak for myself, but when I started, I don't know what's it called in German or in English. In Swedish it's called gymnasium. That's when you're 16 after
Gymnasium, Gymnasium in German.
High school in English. When I started, I went to this school that was more into arts and theater and cultural matters. So I met the coolest kids in town, and they showed me all the cool stuff, and that's how I started listening to Cure, Kim Joke, Swedish bands, like Cortex, Fredrik Wadling. I can name. I have a long list, So that's how it all started. I started school with only light blue and white clothes and this silly synthesizer haircut. You have like Tintin. And after 2 weeks, I was all dressed in black. I had long hair and I was as cool as the other ones. Yeah.
Hugo, I know you have some punk soul, for example.
Yeah, the thing is that I never choose the goth scene. It was the goth scene that chose me. Because I don't know, I was mostly, and I still do, I listen to punk rock, garage, rock and roll, ska, reggae, but I also love bands like the Datum, the Misfits and the Cramps that can be considered goth adjacent or whatever it's called. But for some reason, every band that I play always attract like goth crowd, and that's how I'm here.
Yeah, and
I didn't choose it.
I have to correct a little bit. I started listening to punk as well. So the Ramones and Dead Kennedy as well. They were the first inspiration for me. Then, after that, it came like beats on a thread, like all the cool bands.
Yeah, was same with me. Starting with punk and then met some gothic people as well, and then it was both worlds to grow up.
Yeah, but I'm a chameleon. I have been many things during my in my life. I've been into Latin music a lot. Listen a lot to salsa. I've been to reggae music. I like very much listening to classical music. That's what I mostly do at the moment, and I like music, electronic music, especially from the 70s. Like Jello Magic Orchestra, Wendy Carlos, stuff like that. Yeah.
Great. And how did you both meet each other? What was your first?
Because of Jonas.
Yeah, Jonas knew Hugo from before, and we had a little breakup within the band. Our former guitarist Jens, one of the first guitarists, he had to quit. So then Jonas came up with the idea that we need to talk to Hugo. I think he's the perfect guitarist for They Come Silence.
Yeah, because I had just moved to Sweden at the time, and I knew Jonas from before, so I always used to tell him, do you know someone that is looking for a guitar player? Because I really miss playing, because I've been playing all my life in Spain. So finally, it was because of him.
And being a band on tour, with practically no budget, no money, you need to be crazy, because it's fucking up everything else, family, work. So you need to work in a band with people that can accept a fucked up life, because no one. Let's put it like this: we're all quite flexible with our work at home. So and he can bring his work on tour, so that makes it easier. So we have no nurses, we have no lawyers, whatever, in the band, because they don't have time for tour, for touring. So it has to be crazy, motherfuckers.
Crazy weird people.
Yeah.
I think crazy is a good attribute for you, but in a positive way for sure.
Yeah. It's
crazy.
We're fun, crazy people, wicked people.
Wicked ones. Great. Cool. And we can talk a little bit. I've seen you have been doing some recording stuff in Freiburg.
Yeah.
So what's going on? What can you tell me, or what do you want to tell?
We don't really know yet. The thing is, on tour, sometimes you get a day off, especially on Sundays, Mondays, and Tuesdays. And this time we had 3 days off in a row, and we don't really like that. We like working, and we prefer working. So I came up with the idea of recording, using that time to record a couple of covers. So we picked a couple of songs together, and then I talked to the studio in Freiburg, the Liquid Studio. We've been there before because it's a venue called Slow Club. It's a very, very small, but it's a very cozy, nice venue in Freiburg. And they were free, so we booked 3 days and recorded 4 songs. So we'll see what happens. Now we have it on the flash drive, and so let's see what we can do later.
So I have to keep my eyes and ears open.
Yeah, stay tuned. Maybe next, or maybe end of this year. Yeah, a small EP.
And since our last talk, I think you have at least released one single. I put my spot on you.
Yes.
So maybe can you tell me the background of this one?
That thing is so weird because we got an email from Cleopatra Records. I think it was back in November or December. They asked us to. They wanted us to participate in a compilation called the Black Album. Lots of bands are in that album. Bands like Priest, Buzzcode, Ashcode, like 20 bands. And so we said yes, of course. And they had a specific list, so we could only pick the songs they had already picked for us. So we ended up with I Put a Spell on You, because that was, according to me, the most interesting song on that list. So we recorded it right after we came back home from US, and then we didn't hear anything back from Cleopatra, and suddenly it was the single. So we were like, okay, thank you, cool. So no, they picked that song as a single for this album, and the album is going to be released sometime in July, August.
Yeah. So another thing to keep.
Yeah.
Right.
So but that came as a surprise, and also we released this digital EP called Boxed.
Yeah.
Earlier with a couple of songs that we had outtakes, and things we didn't include in the album Hunger. So
Yeah, I remember, yes.
Yeah.
Was there as well. And you mentioned US, and you had to announce some sad thing. You had to cancel your US tour in the autumn.
Yeah, I think there's a little mistake. People have seen lots of comments. We're not commenting anything. We're just let it be. People claiming that we didn't get the visa, and no, nothing like that. The thing is, things are so complicated now with the visa application, because before you get the visa, you have to do a visa application, and that takes very long time. And we were talking to the lawyers in the US, and they advised us to like discuss it, because it's much more, I would say it's much harder, much more work, much more forms, and it's going to take much longer time. And we realized that we're not going to make it in time for the whole for the next visa period of visa. So we had to cancel, because there's no use to put so many hours into something and then miss the whole thing because we don't get the visa in time. Because you can never pressure the Americans. So it's like, come on, what's happening with visas? No. You just have to wait, sit still, wait for the visa to come. And now it looks like it's gonna take more time, and so we had to take this decision. Sadly, because we love playing in the US. It's a great crowd, and we love Murder of Crows, a very good festival. But so we had to pull the brake. No, we can't do this. There's not enough time for us to make it in time. So. Yeah. Sadly, so that's how it is. It's really hard to
sure.
To make it happen. Yeah, so it's better to like stop the train in time before it crashes somewhere. Yeah.
What I can understand. But on the positive side, I know you have at least one show, probably more, in Britain, and what's coming this year, which shows are announced. Where can people see you?
Oh yeah, we're going to UK. We're coming back to UK. We're playing this festival.
Bats in the Attic?
Bats in the Attic, yes, in Morecambe. We're doing London, we're doing Bristol. And we're doing London and Bristol with our dear friends and Danish brothers, For Resort.
Cool.
So that's going to be fun, because we love them. We're like
we love them too.
Yeah, and we have a couple of things coming up. Yeah, we have this festival in Portugal, Extra Marias. And we're coming back to Germany in November.
Okay.
Yeah, for a Cold Heart Festival. Yeah, no, I'm starting to forget all the names of all the festivals, but it's we're looking forward to that. We're going back to Berlin again in November.
Okay.
Yeah.
And people can check out on the website and
it's better. Yes, stay tuned and check the link that we use for tickets. That everything is there.
Yeah, we're playing Goth as well. That's like another.
What? Oh, okay. Now, yeah, we are. Yeah, I totally forgot. Yeah. And that's in like 3 weeks.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And I can promise you we'll meet again.
Yeah. All right.
It's like this.
But if you're going to Goth-Treffen, you need to get there early because we're playing the first day and we're playing early at Agra. So that's really important if you don't want to miss it.
Oh. And we need people because it's too big and it sounds better with people.
Yeah.
Less echo.
Yeah, totally. Great. Cool. So for today, I think we come to an end. We can talk again later this year.
Yeah.
We have some greetings as always, some message to the people.
Keep going to shows. Yeah.
And have fun.
Yeah. And tonight we're gonna have fun. We brought balloons.
Looking forward to this.
And a spinning wheel. Yeah.
Wheel of Fortune.
Mm.
Great. We're looking forward to the show. I take some pictures as always.
Yeah.
For today, thank you again.
Thank you.
People outside, thanks for watching. Then comes Silence. Awesome band. Come to the shows and I say bye bye. Cheers.
Cheers.
Right.